G'day, welcome to Easy Jeezy, Mapping Made Breezy. Okay, now I can't stay very long. I've got to head out and get a new pet animal. But this is just going to be a quick guide on how to export your maps, okay, the maps you've made from previous guides. Okay, so I'm going to start with the data that I've got presented from previous guides here. So our bivariate symbology of private car count, overall social class, and then our raster of noise level, okay? But it could be whatever you've presented, okay? Whatever you presented, maybe it's just one of these, maybe it's just that one, or just that one, or maybe it's something else. Either way, this is how you're gonna export these maps, okay? So first things first, we go to Insert, the Insert tab, and you want to click on the New Layout button, okay? Here you get to choose your page size, okay? Now, whether it's portrait or landscape really depends on the data that you've got here. Looking at this data pretty quickly, it looks like it's going to fit better into a landscape orientation. So let's go New Layout and let's choose A4, okay, A4 Landscape. Okay, you can see here it's going to open up a new little tab. So you can go back to your original map and you've got the layout over here, okay? First things first, let's add in our map. So in the insert, let's click on map frame, and we want the one here that we can see, the view, the data, and then the story box of where you want that map. There it is, and it should come into view there. Now, as you can see, it doesn't, oops, sorry, that was my mistake. It doesn't quite fit, okay? You can see it's missing maybe a point over here, so we need to adjust it, okay? And how we do that, we go to Layout, click on the Layout tab, and we go Activate. Okay, and this is going to basically activate the map, not as the layout, but activate the map so we can sort of adjust the scale, okay, or the zoom. So you can, in this Activate function enabled, you can move it around, drag it around as you would. Okay, you can also zoom in and out. Okay, so you can make it all fit properly on the page. If you want more control over the zoom, what you do, or the scale, if you hold in the right mouse button and then you just move it up and down, you can sort of get it absolutely perfect. Okay, remember we should be leaving space for the legend and the other features like the North Arrow and stuff, so make sure it doesn't take up everything. Otherwise, you're going to be missing some data there if it's covered by a legend or a title. Okay, move that down just a little bit. Once you've finished that, click on the Layout tab. Once you've got it in the right place, click on the Layout tab and click Close Activation. Okay, now let's insert our map features. So we go to Insert. Okay, drop down on the North Arrow. Let's choose a nice one, nice simple one. Okay, click on it and then just draw where you want it to appear. Simple as that. Okay, now if you double click on these, okay, you've got some options here to format it. Okay, on the sim we can change that, change the color of the borders, backgrounds, shadows, etc. And then the size placement there. Okay, so we've got our North Arrow, and we can just make that a little bit small. Okay, then let's add in our scale bar. Down we want metric. Okay, hopefully, and let's click on that one there, the alternating. Let's draw it somewhere around here. There we go. Now, in this case, it's always good to, well, it depends on the scale that you've set, but 0.3 kilometers, no, it doesn't really make much sense. Let's go drop down and change it to meters. Okay, 320, but let's get a nice round number. So let's just change it, just click and drag to make it a bit smaller, a bit bigger. Okay, 300, that's fine. That seems to make sense. We've got 150 there and 300. But obviously you can adjust this as you see fit. Maybe you want to bring it up to 500 or something, or 400. Probably nicer round the numbers there. Okay, so we've got our scale bar. Next, we want our legend. Okay, give it some space there. It's going to fit it in. Now you can see here, oops. You can see here, it's got this value thing. We can actually click over here and we can adjust that on the fly. So decibels, noise level, maybe you want to put space, noise and level. Okay, if you remember back to our our previous guide, you can click here, and if you go symbology, you can change the fields for the bivariate map over here. Maybe just take out the underscores. Okay. Oops. Okay, something like that. So it's going to update there. Maybe you even want to change this one. You just want to get our cars versus social class, something like that, whatever you want to call that. And again, you might need to just adjust this. So it goes there. You can sort of play around with how you want it to fit. You can also got the same features to adjust. So if you double click, you go over here and you can go through and change some of these. You can add a background, for example. You might want to stand out a little bit more and say, okay, I'm going to add a yellow background or whatever color you like. Okay, so you can read it, and you can play around with the fonts and all these things over here. Once you're sort of happy with it, okay, let's move it just here. Okay, then what we can do is we can add our title. So let's click on the rectangle text. Again, let's draw this in, and let's call it Booker, a study of cars, social class, and noise levels. Okay, maybe you want to add in Orca Rio de Janeiro. Okay, you got these here. You can select the text, click on the Format tab at the top, choose a different font. You can make it bigger. Okay, let's make it too big. Okay, so let's go back down to 24. Okay, change the color. You can drop down here, make it bold perhaps. Let's just click out and see if we can get it on the page. Oops. Nosy. Gotta watch out for the nosy. Okay. There we go. We've got our basic map. Additionally, if you want, you can make sure we can save it. You can go back into our map feature here and say, actually, I want a different base map. Okay, I don't like this base map anymore. On the drop down, you can say, I want to try the light gray canvas. Click on that. And it should update here. Let's see, it also updated here, perfect. Okay, now my internet's a bit slow at the moment, so it might not update super quick, but it will update itself in the background to that base map. And obviously, if you want to change to a different base map, you just go back and you can choose one of the other ones or go back to the original topographic one, which we were on previously. Okay, let's go back to our layout. There we go. Maybe you think, okay, well, actually, I want to move my north arrow a little bit over here. Okay. And there you go. And that's our layout. Okay. All we need to do now is just go to share. Okay, click on the share tab and then click on export and the layout. Click on that over here. File type. Okay, usually JPEG's an easy one, so it's probably best to do that. Choose where you want it to actually save to. Okay, you click on there and choose a location. The compression, how compressed it is. If you want really good quality, put it up to the top. It's going to be a bigger file. And the width, the resolution, etc. And then you just click export. Once you got all those done. Okay, and you can actually view that exported file. And there's your delicious map. Okay, I hope this helps. I'll see you next time. Ciao.